Well, hello, beautiful jazz musicians of University Prep, and welcome again to tonight's Vinyl Delights. So last night, we talked about Carmen McRae and her album Carmen Sings Monk, so I thought that would be a nice introduction to the man himself, Thelonious Monk. This is the second album that he released on the Columbia Records label, early 60s, I believe, and this is called Criss-Cross. Features a couple of wonderful Monk compositions, including this one called Rhythm-a-Ning, a couple of the standards he played a lot, and a beautiful solo piece on Don't Blame Me. Everything you could want in a Thelonious Monk album, including his band that he played with at this time for a while. I kind of think of this as his classic quartet, with Charlie Rouse on the tenor saxophone, Frankie Dunlop on the drums, and John Orr on bass. Charlie Rouse played with Thelonious Monk for years. I don't know how many, but many, many years. And Monk's music, if you know anything about Monk's music, you know that it's different than other composers. He is a remarkable composer. In fact, on the back of this record, it says, in Berlin, after a recent concert by Thelonious Monk, a leading newspaper made the following comment: Thelonious Monk is not only the greatest composer of modern jazz, he is the greatest composer since Bartok. So people thought and think extremely highly of this man as a composer, and his compositions are unique and unlike any other. They were difficult to play, are difficult to play. Many people had trouble playing with him. Charlie Rouse was one who really put in the time, or just they had a connection, and it was a beautiful thing. And on this album in particular, I think they're both playing at such a high level, playing together at such a high level. And the rhythm section on here is tremendous. Nobody talks about Frankie Dunlop, but this guy was incredible. For my money, he propels this entire album. This tune in particular, Rhythm-a-Ning, he's like implying all these different kind of rhythms in this tune, including second line. If you listen to it, I think you might be able to pick that up, actually. So tune into that when you listen. But he's just all over this record, just driving the band the entire time. It's a phenomenal thing to witness. So, again, this tune is called Rhythm-a-Ning. It's rhythm changes. So, yet another one you can add to your bag of rhythm changes tunes in B flat. It's fun to play. It's a great head, and then it's rhythm changes. So, something to practice all the time. I hope you will dig this and add it to your practice regimen and add it to your rhythm changes list. It gets called at jam sessions all the time, so it's a fun one. And the rest of this record is just phenomenal. Thelonious Monk, Criss-Cross. This is first stereo pressing from the early 60s. Dig it. Hope you enjoyed it. That's tonight's Vinyl Delights. On tap tomorrow night, we will continue with another band that Monk played with that also features some names that you will recognize. Look forward to seeing you in class tomorrow, and really looking forward to our conversation about the Ted Goya book. Have a good night. See you in the morning.